This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. So, Naveen, are we good to start the session? Okay. Let's start the session over here, guys. You know. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, I think you have seen the Ariba overview session which we have demonstrated last week only over here. Okay. So today we are going to begin our first session over here, and we are going to begin with SLP. So, first, we are going to go through what is the SLP process over here and what are the different sub processes which exist in SLP. That's the first thing. Second thing is like what we are going to see next is like we are going to see the configurations for SLP over here. Okay. So let us see how to what are the different processes within SLP over here. Yeah. Just a moment. Okay. Guys, are you able to see this particular notepad over here? Can you just confirm me back? Guys, are you able to hear me? Uh, guys, are you able to hear me? Am I audible?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Okay, okay. Okay, Ramya. Yeah. So let's carry forward with our scenario over here.
But I'm not able to see your screen. It's black in color.
Yeah. Just a moment. Let me just share my screen once again.
Okay.
So is it visible right now, Ramya?
Yeah, yeah,
The
it's
notepad?
visible.
Okay.
Yeah, it's visible now.
Okay. Yeah. So let's start with the SLP profile over here. So what will happen is like, see, there are three main process within SLP. The first one is nothing but the supplier request process. The second one is supplier registration process, and the third one is supplier qualification process. So what do we mean by each of these three processes over here? But before that, what is SLP? SLP is the module through which we are going to onboard supplier in Ariba upstream. That's the first thing is there. Second thing is like, uh, there is a step-by-step process, and this process will run one after another only. You cannot directly jump to supplier registration process or supplier qualification process before doing the supplier request process. So what is a supplier request process over here? So when we're talking about the supplier request process, it's generally a process where a buyer wants to introduce a supplier on behalf of supplier within the Ariba Realm only. So Ariba Realm is what? Ariba Realm is nothing but Ariba spend management which buyer will use to login. Okay, so it's a internal request or internal process. What do you mean by that? That means there will be no communication which will be going to the supplier over here. Okay, so no communication will be going over there. That's the first thing. Second thing is like what will happen is like uh, buyer will be raising a supply request. They will be filling a form where some basic details of the supplier will be collected, like the address, email id, phone numbers, and then they will submit the form. Once the form is submitted, then there will be a one approval over there, and once it is approved, what will happen is like supplier request will get the particular process will be done with. So basically what will happen after that, a supplier profile will get created in SLP for that. So what is that process called? That is called as, you know, uh, that process is called as, what to say, supplier 360-degree profile over here, nothing else. Okay. Yeah. So after this, you know, let us see how a supplier request profile can be created and how it will look like over here. Okay. So first what you have to do is like click on the create over here and click on the supplier request. So once you click on this supplier request, what will happen is like this particular uh, form will come for the supplier request, which you have to fill over here. Okay. So this is the form which will come to you. So as a buyer, we have to fill up the supplier name. So let's say I want to say TNA supplier 12. This will be the name, and let us make this as the first name, and this is the second last name. TNA presale @gmail.com. Okay, and then what we are going to do is like signed and you obtained, yes. Okay. Do you agree to our terms and condition? Yes. Then what we are going to do, we are going to submit this particular form over here. Okay, so our supplier has got created over here, TNA supplier. Okay, So approval and the rest part is there, but where we will be seeing that particular request flow for SLP. So in Ariba, you should always know Ariba will have different tabs for different modules over here. So supplier management is the tab for SLP. If you don't find this within this particular list over here, click on more. You can also select supplier management from here also, because what will happen is like it's a dynamic thing. So if you are going for procurement, if you're going for something else, the supply management will vanish from here. So there you click on this more and you click on the supply management, automatically it will come over here. So once you click on the supply management for SLP, you will see 3 or 4 sub processes. Depending on the processes, status of the processes, SLP will show you how many suppliers there. So first is preferred, first is request, second is registration, third is qualification. Okay, so we have created this particular supplier over here, supplier request process we have created. Let us see how it will looks like. Now let us go over here and um, what I will say is like this is SAP Ariba best practices, that the approver for any supply request should be this particular role only, that is supplier request manager. So any user having the supply request manager would be able to approve this particular supply request process. So by default, since from this ID we have created this approval supply request process, and this ID is also having that particular supplier request manager role also. So that is why we can create our request as well as approve our request also. So let us approve the request over here, saying supplier request approved. So once you do the approval and the approval is successfully completed, then what will happen is like a system will create a proper profile for this particular supplier, that is TNS supplier 12, and and that particular profile is generally called as supplier 360-degree profile in SLP over here. Okay, let's just wait for a minute over here. Once this particular approval happens, then only we will be able to see the supplier 360-degree profile. Okay, see now this particular view supply profile has came over here automatically once the approval has been completed. Now this is nothing but a supplier 360-degree profile which we are talking about over here. So here you will be seeing all these summary details, contact details. Contact details is definitely going to be the name, the contact email ID which we have given. No account ID, no Ariba AN account ID. Now why? Because this particular supplier don't have a AN account ID linked with this particular supplier profile. So we are going to see that within the next step only, supplier registration process. There we are going to see how we are going to link the Ariba network account with this particular supplier name within the SLP. Okay, so this thing is called as a supplier 360-degree profile. All your information regarding the supplier in SLP will be shown over here. So that is why it is called a supplier 360-degree profile. Now, once you have done with this process, what will happen is like, see, the next process is supplier registration process over here. Now, supplier request process was a what? It was a internal process. No email notification will go to the supplier, but supplier registration process is a different ballgame altogether. Why? Because here the communication will be there between the buyer as well as the supplier. Supplier also has to come over here. They have to register in the Ariba network, but before that, buyer has to initiate the process. So, let us see the process first, then I'm going to explain to you theoretically. Why? Because if I explain to you theoretically, what will happen is like you will be having too many queries on this part. So let me show the process. Then I'm going to, within the process only, I'm going to, explain you what is the, process flow which we are seeing over here. But before that, let me just, unshare my screen once. Why? Because like I have to share the email notification for the supplier also. So let me just log in from that particular supplier Gmail ID. Guys, are you able to see my screen now? Okay. So what will happen is like then we will go into the registration, tab over here. So what do we mean by registration over here? So when registration means like basically we will be sending some questions, and those questions has to be given a response by the supplier, but it will happen through Ariba network only. It is not going to happen manually. First of all, second of all, before going into Ariba network, supplier has to create their own credential, or if they have their own credential before already created in Ariba network, they just need to log in with their credential, and they are going to find the questions. Within the questions, they are going to give the answer. Then what will happen is like they will submit their response for those questions. Those response is going to come over here. Then we will look at their response, and then we are going to approve their supplier registration. Okay, so basically supplier registration part is linking of the supplier which we have created in SLP with the Ariba network credential of the supplier. So that means everything become in sync. That means, see, as I told you before, that buyer will always log into Ariba spend management. This is nothing but Ariba spend management which we are seeing over here. Supplier will log into Ariba network. So the sourcing project, the PO, when it will be going, where it will be going, it will be going to the Ariba network. Their supplier will log in with their own credential, and they will be giving their response to the sourcing project and PO from where? From Ariba network only. So always remember, so any supplier which is being onboarded, they has to be synced. Their Ariba network account has to be synced over here with the supplier profile which we have created in SLP, else the process is incomplete. Okay, so that is what we are going to do over here. So by default, there is only one questionnaire, supply registration questionnaire, which we can see over here. And in some of the realm, in this realm, what is happening is like, see, supply registration process is getting triggered automatically. But in some other realm, what will happen is like it has to be done manually. Okay, so manually, how the buyer will do? Buyer generally will get option call as in this within this particular registration tab. Here, nothing will come like this. There will be button like invite supplier. Okay, so there what will happen is like they will initiate the registration process from there. Select the question. Only one question is going to come. Select the questionnaire and then submit the request. Once they submit the request, this particular screen which we are seeing right now is going to come, and supplier is going to receive a mail like this saying that yes, you have received a mail for registration. Click here. Once you click there, what will happen is like system will automatically take you to Ariba network. Okay, so once you are there within Ariba network part, what will happen is like system will ask you for two different things. If you don't have a credential, you can sign up, or if you already are having a credential over here, what you are going to do? You are going to just do the login over here. So what we are going to do is like we are just going to use the sign up option over here. Okay. Just a moment. This is the ID which we are going to keep over here. So we are going to just, maintain it over here only. AN underscore 9 commas. Click on both of these two things, create account and continue. Okay. Okay, line you have to write something. Okay, like 1 2 new street, new city, something like this. So Ariba network is creating this particular account over here. Okay. So once it create the account, what will happen is like you would be able to see the registration questionnaires over here only. Yeah, now you can see the supplier, let me show you the dashboard first. This is the dashboard which you are going to notice over here from the supplier profile. And always remember, when you are logging as a supplier in Ariba network, there will be two part. One is downstream, another is upstream. So by default, SLP is falling under which module? It is falling under upstream. So by default, what will happen is like this is going to come over here in upstream part of Ariba network, not in downstream part. If you want to go to the downstream part, click on Ariba apps, go to orders and invoices. Okay. So click on this questionnaires. Then you will be, seeing the different kind of questions which is also available over here, like, new street, new city. Okay. I don't want to fill up everything over here, but some of the things I just want to fill up over here. Okay. So some of the things we have done over here, and let us submit the response. Okay. Which thing is important? Okay. Add contact information. No issues. Let me, add the contact information over here. So let us try to submit this response. Yes, now it is successful. Just a minute. Submit this response. It will, the message will be displayed over here whether this particular message is successful or not. Yes, you can see your response have been submitted. Thank you for participating in the event. That means what you have done is like you have given the questionnaire response. So this thing, what we have done over here, mail notification will go to the supplier will create, click the registration in Ariba network, and automatically they will create the registration over here. Within the registration you will get two options. If you don't have an account, click on sign up. If you already have an account, use the login option. Once you have done with that, what will happen is like system will automatically take you to the questionnaire. Within this particular questionnaire, fill this questionnaire, and once you have done with the questionnaires, what will happen is like just submit the questionnaires. Okay, that is what we did over here. Okay, okay, and we can see, okay, this particular user ID has been created, and for this particular user ID, what is happening is like a specific Ariba network ID has been created over here, and this Ariba network ID will be carried forward to where in SLP only after the registration process confirms over here. Okay, now let us go to the buyer side and check what has been done and what has not been done over here. Okay, now you can see it went directly into the approval, but you cannot directly take the approval. You have to check the questions answer from the supplier side. Where you will check it? You will check it within there, within the view option. See, we have added new state, new city, elder. This is the postal code, this is the country, and here we have selected yes, US stable, yes, and the contact information also we are able to see. Okay, everything is okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to approve it. And who will be the approver in this case of the process? Supplier registration manager. This is one of the role over here, and according to SAP Ariba best practices, guys, you should always remember, don't put a user as a approver, always put a role over here. Why? Because like when you're moving from development to production over there, you should remember that the process over there, you know is a little bit different over here. Why? Because uh, the user ID which is existing there in development will not exist, sometimes not exist in production, so all your configuration will fail. But this particular rule which you've created over here, this is not a custom rule, this is a standard rule, so this will be available by default over there. So how the thing is like, so that is why we will give a role as the approver over here. So this specific guy is also having the specific approver role over there, so that is why he is able to click on this approve or deny button also. So click on this approve over here. Okay, and this will be approval for what? This will be approval for supplier registration. Approve. Okay, it's, it's going on. Just wait 1 moment for this. Yeah, now it has been done. So what has happened is like now the supplier registration has been completed and its status over here will be showing as registered. Now by default what is happening is like based upon the registration, if you click on this, your supplier is also going to appear over here. Click on this one, you can see the status as registered over here, and here specifically if you see, the ANID has been shown. So from where it is coming? It is coming from the Ariba network login, which from where you have done. So just have a look at this thing. Let me just exact the count over here. So if you see, this is the ANID which has been created for your credential, AN0142972. You can see AN0142972 46630 46630. Same ANID which has been created in your Ariba network account for your supplier will be automatically synced over here in SLP. That means what you have done in this process, you have linked this supplier which has been created in your SLP with the supplier credential in Ariba network. So that means what? This particular supplier is now almost a full-fledged supplier, and this particular supplier can take part in any sourcing or contracting process. Okay, but still there is a process called as supplier qualification. Then what's the need of it? So we are going to discuss that, but first, guys, if you're having any queries, please ask me. Then we are going to go into supplier qualification process. Yeah. So Ramya, Shikha, no queries on this part? Yeah, Ramya. Can you speak a little bit louder? No, no, Ramya. Looks like your voice is very low. Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. It's still like it looks like you're speaking from very far.
Hello?
No, no. Yeah, yeah. Now it is audible, Ramya. Yeah,
Yeah, now you had mentioned that with respect to the buyer, right?
yeah.
Buyer will write the request on behalf of supplier. Now, how he will get to know that he is a preferred supplier?
Yeah. So now there is two things over here. First of all, when you're going for any implementation, right?
Okay.
There is two ways to load the data, right? The first thing is like generally if you're having a ECC, so by default, what we are going to do is like we are going to take each of the ECC data over here one by one, okay, and you are going to create a supply request process over here, right? Generally, uh,
Oh,
that is not done over here. That is not done over here. Why? Because if you're having 4,000 supplier, if
mm,
you're going to do the supply request, supply registration, supplier
mm,
qualification process for 4,000 supplier, that person is going to go mad.
yeah.
Yeah. So what will happen is like those supplier will be created as a normal supplier over here. Okay. So it will come through the data load section. Okay. So it will come through the automated data loads as a part of master data integration. Okay.
Okay,
But
we are taking the data of the buyer.
no, no, not the buyer. I'm talking about supplier only.
No, I'm asking how the buyer will get to know the information of the supplier.
Yeah, yeah. I'm coming on that
Okay.
query, Ramya. But before that,
Okay.
let me just tell you, whenever
Mm,
you will go into a project, the first thing is like you will always already have a supplier base, right, in ECC. So through data
okay.
loads, you're going to bring those supplier within your system. Now, once you go live, what will happen is
Oh,
like some new supplier would be, what they will do is like this Ariba URL link where it will be there within your corporate URL, right? So after looking at that, the new supplier is going to come and they are going to say to the supplier team or vendor team, means buyer will be different. Like some buyer will be doing sourcing project, some buyer will be doing contracting process, some buyer will be doing procurement process, and some buyer will be looking specific into vendor requirement or supply requirement, right?
okay.
So what will happen is like their contact will be there within the corporate URL. So the supplier is going to write to them saying like, I am a new supplier, I am interested in taking part in your process. So as you have moved your data from ECC to Ariba, so any new supplier which is getting created, it will get created in SLP only or in Ariba, not in ECC. Okay, so that is how the buyer team who is sitting for the vendor enable supply enablement part, they will come to know, okay, this supplier wants to onboard into our Ariba Realm. So what we have to do, we have to create a supply request. So any new user after go live, means like after go live, any new supplier who is trying to register Ariba
Okay.
Realm, this process you are going to follow.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how the things are like, from ECC, if you're going to bring the data, it has to be, brought to the master data integration part. But once it has been done, then your, main system or leading system will become Ariba. Then what will happen is like, whenever you're onboarding new supplier, you will not onboard through ECC, you will onboard through SLP only. So they will contact your vendor team, and vendor team are nothing but a separate group of buyers, right? Within a buyer, a
Okay.
subgroup will
Mm,
be a vendor team. So they will get all the emails from the supplier saying, this is a new supplier, I want to get onboarded. So from there only they will ask for the data, like, what is your company name, what is your address, what is your email ID, give us all those information, then only we would be able to onboard you.
okay.
Okay. And in supply registration process, what will happen is like, once you've done with that, then your basic general, in general projects, what will happen is like, or in general implementation process, your buying organization will say, I am going to do business with any supplier who is at least financially viable for the last 3 years, and for the last financial year their revenue should be at least 50,000 USD. That should be the target. So every buying organization will have this kind of policy. Okay. So
Okay.
within the registration, see, we have filled up that particular questionnaires, right? It contains some questions, right? So
Okay.
as this is a demo realm, so we have placed demo question, but in real life scenario there won't be a demo question like that. It will be questions like, were you profitable for the last 3 financial year, yes or no? uh, if what was your revenue for the last financial year, what was your profit for the last financial year? So if you are a production supplier, that means you do production work over there. So for that, do you have a ISO certificate? Do you are you willing to give our auditor belonging from our company access to your plant so that we can survey it? Like this type of queries will be there. So based upon the queries and the financial figures which they will get, buyers or the approvers over here in the supplier registration process is going to take the decision whether they are going to onboard the supplier or not.
Okay.
So it will never happen in supplier request, it will happen in the supplier registration process.
Okay. Supplier registration process is any supplier can onboard.
Yeah, so that is means like, officially it is the onboarding of supplier in your realm.
Okay.
Okay, so supply request is an internal process. That means you are letting your approver as well as your manager know that, okay, I want to bring the supplier to this particular realm. Okay, do you give assent or not? So basically, everybody will give assent on that part. So there will be no filtering on that part until unless your particular supplier is blacklisted. If that supplier is blacklisted, so they will stop it over there. But if it is not blacklisted, they will let the supplier come. In the registration process, what will happen is like there at least some form of filtering will be there based upon the financial data, as well as
Okay.
some quality or certificate checks kind of data filtering will be there.
Okay.
Okay, so any
Yeah.
more query from you on this part?
No, I got just confused because if buyer has known the preferred supplier, so
Hmm.
whether he sending the link to the supplier to come on board to Ariba network, or it is a new supplier that they are voluntarily coming to do the business on Ariba network.
Yeah, now it is clear.
Yeah, a bit clear, but
Yeah, basically that is what I'm saying. It's a
mm,
new supplier only. Why? Because your old supplier you have loaded from ECC, right? You have loaded
yeah,
from ECC through the data loads, through the master data integration. So any new supplier who is coming, they will not be loaded through ECC. They has to be coming, they has to come
on
through
the
the Ariba only. Okay.
okay.
So
So, uh, yeah, tell me.
yeah, so
So
that is
those
how. Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
okay, so those people will contact the supplier enablement team or vendor team, right?
Exactly. Their contact ID will be given within the corporate URL only. So most of the time, what will happen is like any supplier, any new supplier, how they will come to know that
Mm,
I want to do business with them. So generally, most of the time, it will be through the corporate URL or through some advertisement. Within the advertisement or within the corporate URL, you will give the contact details, at least email ID of your supplier onboarding team.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's always, you should always remember, this is for the new supplier who wants to get onboarded in Ariba, not for the old supplier or preferred supplier.
Okay.
Preferred supplier means when they will become preferred supplier when they have already won at least a single contract to their name.
Okay.
Okay, so that will happen once the sourcing process ends and the contracting process ends, then they will become a preferred supplier. Else, they will not become a preferred supplier till that time.
So why buyer will come in when it is a new supplier? Why buyer will come to ask the supplier to get registered?
Yeah, that's a good query. Why? Because that is a deficiency in SAP Ariba, business process. Why? Because in most of the time, in SRM and in other process, what will happen is like there will be a link called as self-registration link. the supplier
Okay.
self-registration link. So through that, supplier will fill all this data. Then it will come to the approver. Approver will check the data, and then they will approve the supplier profile. But over here, what is happening, as you know, SLP is not a very old module. It's just 1 year old module.
Mm.
Specifically, most of the client are using for the last 1 year only. So some of the process still are, what do you say? It's still being developed.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
some of my
So
team
in this,
members has moved to this SLP.
yeah, why previously it was SIPM. Now SAP Ariba has almost made the SIPM as obsolete. Now nobody wants to use SIPM. Everybody wants to use SLP over here.
Okay.
Okay, so that is why this is the feature. But what I came to know from the product development team, actually SLP's product development team generally will sit either in the Czech Republic or in the something like Czechoslovakia or some in the Eastern European country. So from
Okay.
there only the product development team is working from the uh, SLP development team is working in within SAP Ariba out of the Eastern European countries. So there only one of the product manager told me, like,
Mm.
they are planning to bring a supplier, self request URL over there. So what will happen is, like, a separate URL will be created, and that will be linked to your corporate URL. So within the corporate URL, if you click on that particular thing, whatever form as a buyer you're filling in the supply request, right? Supplier will get that particular form. They will fill it up, they will submit it. Okay, approver will approve it automatically. Profile will come over here. Now buyer can initiate the registration process to go with the supplier registration process, but it is still in an experimental process. It is still not released entirely to the client right now.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
this is the thing over here. And registration, it will be same qualification, it will be same. Only the thing which is getting affected will be the supplier request, but it won't happen right now. I think it will happen, I think minimum 3 to 4 months it is going to it's going to happen. So if you want some more information, like, you can check into that jam page over there. You
Okay.
just go to the Ariba operational readiness group over there. Within that
Oh,
only you can see the things, what innovation they are bringing over there.
okay.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so any other queries from you on this part?
No, that's it.
Yeah, thanks, Ramya. uh, Shikha, are you having any queries on this part?
I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Shika. No issues. If you're having any queries, please feel free to ask. Both for Rami as well as Shika. Like, if you are having any queries in between, also please feel free to ask on that part. Okay. So once you have done the registration, so your supply is almost ready over here within in SLP. Then why you will go for qualification? So this is a value addition kind of thing. What will happen is, like, some of your big buying organization, when they will be implementing SLP within their uh, Ariba process over there. What they are going to do is, like, they are going to make sure that supplier has gone through all the process, and you will be assigning this particular supplier to a particular commodity code, or it can be one or many commodity code as well as region. Why? Because if you see this particular Ariba spend management, this can be a global thing. That means, like, let's say taking example of Accenture. So Accenture global has implemented Ariba over here. So it's US buyer as well as India buyer as well as the China buyer. Both of them, all of them will be using the same URL, right? So they are based out of different geographical location. Now this particular supplier, if a Indian supplier is coming, and that particular supplier generally take care of the IT services as well as IT hardwares. So big organization will say, limit that supplier. That means give the commodity as IT hardware and IT services, and the region as India only. Why? Because that particular supplier is only going to cater to the buyer who is belonging from India. If any US people is asking, they will say, no, 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 we are not, capable of giving you the product or sending the products directly over there. Okay. So if somebody by mistake, places a order against them, that will be wastage of timing. Okay. So that is why big companies, they will say qualification is a mandatory process. And within that process, only what we are going to do is like, we are going to make sure that each of the supplier is assigned to at least a one commodity. It can be more than one commodity also, and at least one region or more than one region. But it is a mandatory thing. So this is an optional kind of thing within the qualification process. But still, if you're going for big implementation, as you know, SAP Ariba will always be a big implementation. So big companies will be using this. So almost 60% of the project you have to do the qualification. For the rest 40% project, qualification is not mandatory. But for the rest of the 60% project, your client will ask you to do the qualification process. So let us see the qualification process. So how you can trigger the qualification process? You have to click on the start qualification button. So once you have clicked on the start qualification process, what will happen is like, a separate kind of form will come with some, queries over there or some questions over there. Okay, you have to answer them. So let us see that the questions. First thing, it would be like having the commodity or category over there, and then the region, and then I think the expiry will come into the picture. Yeah, see category. So how we are going to select the category? Click on the browse. Click on all commodities. Okay. Now where is the electronic components and supplies? Okay, I will select multiple, commodities over here. Okay, so I have selected this 5 commodity or category over here. And within the region, what we are going to do is like, we are going to select multiple regions also. Like within the Asia Pacific, what we are going to do, we are going to select China, Southeast Asia, Japan as well. Okay. So this is how, and if you can see over here, category is mandatory, region is mandatory. So you have to give it mandatorily over here. Now, does this qualification requires expiration? Yes, this is a very important point over here. What does it mean by yes and no? Because, some of the companies will be laxed. Lax means like, they will be saying, hey, once you do the qualification process, it's done. That means you will never do the qualification for this particular supplier once again. Okay, so if this particular supplier blacklist or do something else, what are you going to do? You are going to just block them. But other big organization, they will be proactive. What they are going to say is like, no, I don't want this kind of thing. What I will do is like, I will do this qualification for the supplier for 1 year. After 1 year, what I'm going to do is like, I'm again going to do the requalification of each supplier. So that means qualification and requalification will be a yearly thing which will happen. It can also happen as 6 months. It can also happen within a quarter. So if it is a proactive buying organization for which you're implementing SAP Ariba, they will say yes. Apart from qualification, requalification has to be done. Okay. Does this qualification require expiration? Yes. Like this, once you select the yes over here, what will happen is like, you will also get the qualification expiration over here, and eligible for requalification also, it will come into the picture. So here what you can say is like, okay, what happened? Okay, I will keep qualification for 1 year. After that, what will happen is like, next day only, that is on 21st December 2019, I can again begin the requalification process for this particular supplier. You can do it like this also. Okay. And if you select no, that means what? It is a lifetime for this whole lifetime of the supplier. What will happen is like, there will be requalification which will happen over here. You don't need to do requalification. Once qualification happens, it is done. Click on next. Okay. Your all questionnaires is coming over here, and by default whatever email id you have done for the supplier is coming over here. Click on send qualification. So once you use the send qualification option over here, automatically you will see you have received one mail over here. Just a moment. Let me see whether it's coming in spam or not. I think it has came into spam. No, it has came over here. See, it has came over here saying, yes, qualification process has been triggered. Please log in and try to fill up your qualification questionnaire. What we are going to do again, we are going to go to the dashboard once again. So here within the qualification category, subcategory, we are going to find the questionnaire. Click on this one. Okay. Select none. Okay. And over here, yes, you just create it out over here. No. Yes. Okay, done. Now let us submit the entire response. So we have filled up the supplier qualification questionnaires over here. So what we are going to do is like we will come over here once again, just so that I know total data get refreshed over here. Click on the view, and here what will happen is like before going for the view, we can see complete internal assessment. One of the task is there. This task is a custom task. So from where is this custom task coming? This custom task is coming from the configuration. Okay, so where we will do the configuration, we will do the configuration within the template. So we are going to see once we finish this process, so tomorrow we are going to see the configuration for the templates over here. But right now, this custom task we have to finish. Why? Because if we don't finish this thing, we are not going to get the approval. So let us just finish this one. All the quality certification has been validated. Yes, passed. Okay, done. And I'm going to just make it as mark as completed. Done. Okay, back. Once again, come to qualification. Click on view. Now you can see it is showing as approval pending over here. Okay, just a moment. Okay, but before that, I think we have to once again refresh the screen. Then only we are going to get the approval button over here. So how you can refresh the data over here? Go back to your home tab. Click on this thing. Okay, now you have updated. Now once again go to supplier management. Click view on the supplier. Okay, go to supplier profile. Come to the qualification process over here. Click on view. Okay, now you are seeing this approve or deny option. Click on this. You're going to get this option once again. Click on the approve. No, supplier qualification approved. Approve it. Once you're done with the qualification approval over here, then only your supplier qualification process will end, and you can see within the qualified status only it will be showing as qualified qualification status. Just a moment. And you will be also getting a new tab over here saying qualification, and you can see the status. What is the status? Qualified over here. If you want to view more information, you can go over here and you can check. And always remember that qualification, after you've done one qualification, you can trigger another qualification, but there you have to select a different category and different region. Why? Because for the same categories and same regions you cannot have once again the qualification. Okay, so this is the process within the SLP. And over here always remember the approver will be the supplier qualification manager role. So tomorrow when we are going to see that template configuration, within the template configuration all the custom task approval tasks will be there. Within there only we are going to see that how the approvers are being selected and how you can make a certain role as an approver over there. So Ramya, any question on this part?
No, I don't have any questions.
So are you able to get when we are going to use the supplier qualification process? Means like like in certain category, certain companies or certain buying organization only we will use qualification. For rest of the companies we are not going to use the qualification process. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so no issues on this part, Ramya. But the thing is like, see, you people are new to this particular uh, technology over here. Although I know you are already working over there, but I would say still this particular profile, this functional profile, it's a little bit new for you. So what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would suggest is like go through this recordings. Okay,
Okay.
even if you don't come tomorrow, no issues. Have a look at these recordings on the weekends, then on
Okay.
Monday come back with your queries. Okay, so once you
Yeah.
come back with your queries, what will happen is like you will get more clarity on this part.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
tomorrow we are going to see the template. I think today and tomorrow, today is the flow, tomorrow is the template. Once we complete this template, what will happen is like on Saturday and Sunday you will get more time. That means like you will get more time to revisit this thing and have a look at the recordings, and then on Monday you can come back with your queries. So what will happen is like it will help you in grasping the knowledge much quickly.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So let's conclude our session for here, Ramya. So
Yeah.
tomorrow we are going to we are going to start our session at this time only. Okay, not this time,
Okay.
at 9
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock over here. Yeah.
Okay, so why it is a B2B network? So Ariba is a business to business network, right?
See, are you asking from the Ariba Spain management side, or are you asking from the Ariba network point of view?
Ariba network part.
Yeah. So generally, see, it's not fully a B2B kind of thing. Generally, let me tell you one thing. Why? Because like there are many large supplier existing in Ariba network. There are also very small supplier. Means like they are not a organization at all. They are just
Okay.
your normal normal guys who are working there as a contractor, or only one guy will be there who will be giving you the products, goods and services also. So it's not like excuse me, it's B2B in that sense, but B2B sense is a little bit different. Why? Because if you see what SAP Ariba is saying over here is like in the Ariba network 3 million suppliers are there, right now
Yeah.
it's still counting higher, 3 plus million. Okay, so Ariba treats these suppliers in Ariba network as a business identity. Okay, and on the other hand, what you're having different instances of Ariba for different buying organization. So by default they're a business, so Ariba also treat that as a business. So when you connect Ariba spend management with Ariba network, so anything means like anything, whether you're sending the PO, whether you're sending the sourcing, whether you're sending the SLP request, you are sending from the buyer side to the supplier side, right? So Ariba treats that as a business to business transfer. But on the real time scenario, you will find some of the suppliers are very small scale industry. It's not industry at all. It's just a 1% over there. Okay, so it's not like B2B or B2C kind of see business to consumer. It will not come by because like it's not a sales side product over here. It's a procurement side product over here. So by default, it will be B2B process only. And SAP don't allow you to link the supplier URL over there with the Ariba network. Why? Because if you do that, there will be a lot of issue. Why? Because that customization has to be taken care by SAP itself. And as you know, SAP Ariba right now, both from the buyer side as well as supplier side, is supporting what? It is supporting cloud only. So if it was on premise, it could have been done, but in cloud, nobody will take that particular risk of doing that. So that is why in SAP Ariba's term, that is a B2B connection. But in our terms, what we are saying is like, we will be saying on one hand you are having buyer, on other hand you are having supplier. For buyer, you are having Ariba spend management. For supplier, you are having Ariba network. That is the
Okay.
only way of communicating with each other.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any more queries from you on this part?
No.
Okay. Okay, no issues, Ramya. So
So
we are
is
going
this
to,
the first part in Ariba implementation process? SLP is the first process?
yeah, generally when we will go for the process, there will be a process called as S2P, that is called as source to pay. Okay.
Okay.
So within the source to pay, what will happen is like SLP will be the first process over there, then sourcing will be there, then contracting will be there, then contract compliance will be there. Then what will happen is like your P2P flow will happen in the downstream part. So that is
Okay.
how the whole S2P part will flow. So I don't want to teach all of you over here in a haphazard way. I want to the same way we have done the implementation, same way we will follow the same methodology over here, one by one.
Okay.
How? Because this is a practical training kind of thing. It's not a
Mm.
theoretical training. So in the process, we do the implementation based on the same sequence we are going to teach within the same training session also.
Okay. So
Okay.
what about our login IDs and everything for
Yeah, it will be.
practice?
Yeah, it will be shared by Naveen to all of you, and you will be
Okay.
getting the Ariba Spend Management ID as well as the Ariba Network ID as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just have a talk with Naveen on this credential part. So in all probability, he will be able to share it with you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So thanks, Ramya, on this part. And
Yeah.
if you're, yeah, any other queries on that part, Ramya?
No, that's it. I'll go
Yeah.
through the video once again. If I have some doubt, I'll just
Yeah.
probably ask.
Yeah. Yeah. You're most welcome to do that. No issues on
Yeah.
the, next session, you can ask me on that part also.
Because I'm new to this, so it's a bit confusion between the what is a like buyer I know, supplier I know. So there are few terms, right? Why the buyer has a request for the supplier and all those things. So I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to
yeah,
get.
definitely. You come, you can come back to me. Even if you're coming for the first session, even if you're coming on the fourth session and asking me queries, I will not say that, I won't be answering you. I will
Okay.
be answering your queries.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's, conclude our session over here, Ramya. So we are going
Yeah.
to meet again on, tomorrow, 9 p.m. once again.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye.